Hi everybody, in this video, let's learn how do we convert a normal random variable x to the standardized variable z. Okay, in the previous video, we learned about this one, right? If we are given the range of the z value, we can get the property for the standard normal distribution. Okay, so this is z value. It means that the normal distribution is a standard normal distribution, which means the mean is equal to 0 and the standard deviation is equal to 1. But sometimes the normal distribution is not a standard normal distribution, means that the mean is not equal to 0 and the standard deviation is not equal to 1. So in that situation, we still can use the knowledge that we learned before to help us to get the probability. But first, we need to convert the x value to z value first using this formula: x minus mean divided by the standard deviation. Okay, so we learned about these two in the previous video. So still remember, I told you that this is inside and this is outside. This is inside. This is outside. For this situation, you want to get the value for outside. We start from outside. For example, 0.512. So I will start from outside. 0.5, 0.5, 1, 2. So 3050 minus 7, you get 3047, 0.3047. Okay, so this is when we want to find the value for outside. So if for this situation, we want to find the value for inside, start from inside. 0.304 start from inside. Look at this one first. Find the value which is exactly the same as what we want. If we don't have, we just find a value that is slightly greater than the value that we are searching for. So since I'm looking for 304 but the problem is I don't see 3043 over here, so I'm going to get a value which is slightly greater than 3043, so which is 3050. I need to minus 7. So now our answer will be 0.512. Okay, 0.512. Remember, if you want to find the value for outside, start from outside. If you want to find the value for inside, start from inside. Okay, now let's try a few examples. How do we use this formula to help us to convert this x value to a z value? The mark of 9,000 candidates in an examination are normally distributed with a mean of 51. The mean is 51. And the standard deviation is equal to 10. This means the mean here is not equal to 0. The standard deviation is not equal to 1. This means that this normal distribution is not a standard normal distribution. So if we want to find the probability, we want to convert the value, the x value, to a z value first. Okay, now let's look at part A. If 70 marks or more is necessary for distinctions, estimate the number of candidates who will get distinction. So what I'm going to do here is find the probability of the student will get distinction first, and then we are going to use that probability to help us to get the estimated number of candidates who will get distinction. X, this is not z because this is not a standard normal distribution. So probability for x greater than or equal to 70. So we cannot get the answer from our table yet because this is not a z value. If you are using calculator, then you can. So I'm going to show you how do we use calculator to help us to get the answer. Okay, now I'm going to convert this using the formula that I showed you just now. X minus mean divided by the standard deviation. Okay, so remember, divided by standard deviation, not variance. Now just press your calculator. 70 minus 51 divided by 10. You will get 1.9. Now, this is Z value. We can get the answer from our table. So now we are searching for this. We want to find this equal to what? We want to get the value outside, right? So start from outside. 1.9, right? Sorry, this one. 1.9. Okay, 1.9 is over here. The answer is 0.0287. 0.0287. This is a probability. So how do we estimate the number of candidates who will get distinction? This is a probability for student getting distinction. So the estimated number of students will be equal to 0.0287 times 9,000. Okay, I just round off it to the nearest integers, so it will be 258. This is a way how do we get the answer for this type of question. So remember, you have to convert it to Z value first, because the given normal distribution is not a standard normal distribution. Okay, so how do we check the answer using our calculator? So if you are using a calculator, you don't have to convert it to exact value, you still will be able to get the answer. So press this one and choose number 7. You can just type 7, or if you don't want, just use this arrow key to search for distribution. Then press equal. Normal cumulative distribution. Lower will be 70. Upper, we just key in a value that will really large, 9 times 10 to the power of 99. Okay, so be careful, this is not a standard normal distribution. So the standard deviation here is not 1, but is 10. The mean is not 0, but 51. Okay, this is the answer, 0.0287. 0.0287. So this is a way how do we use our calculator to help us to get the answer. Now let's go to part 2. If 30% of the candidate fail in the examinations, find the minimum mark, minimum passing mark. So 30% fail, it means that 30% of students less than that mark, right? So 70% of the student will be more than or equal to that mark, which means they passed the examination. So now I just let the mark be maybe okay, be M. M greater than or equal to, oh sorry, let me write X first. So this is a minimum mark that I'm going to find. I know 70. Why 70? Because 30% fail, it means 70% pass, right? 70%, I cannot write like this, it's not correct. 70%, it means that 70 over 100, which is equal to 0.7. So this is 0.7. So now I'm going to, but this is X value, not exact value. So what I'm going to do first is to convert this to Z value. So X minus mean divided by standard deviation, okay, equal to 0.7. Now, as usual, I will suggest you to sketch a diagram to help you to plan how to proceed. So this is not 0 because the mean is actually 51 here. And but if you have converted to Z value, then it will be 0. So here, this time, this is 0 because we already converted to a Z value. Okay, so try to think. This one is on the left hand side or right hand side. Look at this one, 0.7. If it's over here, let's say, this is impossible to get 0.7, right? Because this is here is 0.5. here definitely will be less than 0.5. So we know that the m minus 51 divided by 10 is not over here, but here. On the left hand side. So m minus 51 divided by 10. Okay, this is more than 0.5, right? So here given probability here is 0.7. So how do we get this probability? We take 1 minus 0.7. You are not able to get the answer from the table because the maximum here is only 0.5. So we take 1 minus probability for z less than, that's 1, m minus 51 over 10 is equal to 0.7. Okay, so this one minus this 0.7 minus 1, you will get negative 0.3. So both sides will multiply by negative 1. So it will become m minus 51 divided by 10 is equal to 0.3. Okay, now let me sketch another diagram for you. But this is less than. So you remember I told you that if you want to get the answer from a table, you need to change it to greater than, right? So I'm going to refract this, go over here. So try to think, what should we write here? I'm going to change it, become 51 minus m divided by 10. Okay, why is that this? Still remember in the previous video I told you that if this is A, go to another side, when we refract it to another side, left to right or left to right or right to left, we just add a negative to it, right? So now if I add a negative to this whole number, if you write this way, it's not correct. It's not correct. You should put a parenthesis here. Okay, when you bring in the negative, it will become negative m plus 51 divided by 10. This is actually 51 minus m divided by 10. Okay. Okay, so now here I am going to change it to greater than. Then it will become 51 minus m divided by 10, which is 0.3. Now we can start to get the answer from the table. So we want to find something in the value inside. So start from inside 0.3. Let's search for 0.3. Start from inside. 0.3. Okay. So I don't have 0.3. Here we have 0.30515. I need to minus 15, but the problem is I cannot find 15 here, so I just get a number that which is very near. 0.524. Okay, 0.524. 0.524. Okay, but it's actually not equal to 0.3. It's actually equal to 0.30, 3001. But it's okay, since that we cannot get exactly the value that we want, so we just find a value that very near to it. So this is equal to this. 51 minus 1 m is equal to, oh sorry, this, let me erase this one. So we compare these two, even though this is slightly different, but we still can use it. It's equal to 0.524. Okay, so 51 minus m is equal to 5.24. Okay, so m will be equal to 51 minus 5.24. 51 minus 5.24. You will get 45.76. So I just round off it to the nearest integer. So the minimum mark will be equal to 46. Okay, this is the answer for part B. Now let's go to part C. We want to find the probability that a candidate chosen at random get marked between 48 and 68. So let me write this one first. X between 48 and 68. It means that more than 48, less than 68. So first, I'm going to change it to the Z value. Change to Z value. Here will be 48 minus mean divided by standard deviation. So here, using the same formula, 68 minus mean divided by the standard deviation. Okay, so this is 48 minus 51 divided by 10. You will get negative 0.3, negative 0.3. How about this one? 68 minus 51 and then divided by 10, you will get 1.7. Now, as usual, sketch a diagram to help you to visualize the situation well. So since we already converted to a Z value, so here will be 0. So negative will be on the left hand side. Positive will be on the right hand side. So we want to find this, the area here. 1 minus this part, which is probability for Z, less than or greater than, less than or equal to 0.3, negative 0.3, minus Z greater than or equal to 1.7. Okay, so this one, to get the answer from the table, we want to change it to greater than or equal to. So remember, let me sketch another diagram for you. This is just for explanation. In the exam, if you understand, you don't have to sketch so many diagrams. This is just for explanation so that you understand better what I'm talking about. Now, I am trying to get the area here. So this one, if you bring it to another side, you frag it to another side, become positive, right? So this, eventually, it will become greater than or equal to 0.3, no more negative, okay? Now you can get the answer from the table. 0.3 start from outside, 0.3, 0.3 and 1.7. Okay, 0.3 is 0.3821, 0.3821, 1.7, 1.7, which is over here, 0.0446, 0.0446. Okay, 1 minus 0.3821 and minus 0.0446. Okay, our answer will be 0.5733. 0.5733. Okay, this is the way how do we solve this type of question. Now, let's look at question number 2. The chicken in a farm have masses which are normally distributed, but this is not a standard normal distribution because the mean is equal to 700 grams, which is not equal to 0, and the standard deviation is equal to 200 grams, which is not equal to 1. Okay, but no problem, we still can use the formula that we learned just now. Z value is equal to x minus mean divided by standard deviation to help to get the probability for this normal distribution. If a chicken is chosen at random, find the probability that its mass is between, okay, between 300 gram and 800 gram. So what I'm going to do here, convert it to Z value first. 300 minus mean divided by standard deviation. So this 800 minus mean using the same formula divided by standard deviation. Okay, now just press your calculator. This will give you negative 2 -2. How about this? 800 minus 700, you will get 100. Oh, sorry. And then divided by, you will get half, right? Yes, 0.5. Okay, now scatter diagram. Negative on the left hand side, positive on the right hand side. We want to get the area here. The property, this is a property for x greater than 300, less than 800. How do I get the area here? 1 minus p for z less than or equal to -2 minus this part minus this part. Okay, I hope that you know now how do we find the value here. -2, you cannot get a negative value, right? So this is actually equal to this one. This one, no problem, we can get the answer from the table. Okay, hope that you understand why this is actually equal to this. Let me explain again. This one is actually here, right? Less than or equal to. But I refract it in or onto another side, become positive. That's why this is actually equal to this. Now, just get the answer from the table. 2 is here, 0.0228, 0.0228. How about this? 0.5, 0.3085. Just press our calculator, then we will be able to get the answer. Okay, the answer is 0.6687. 0.6687. Okay. Now let's go to part B. If there are 983 chickens have masses between these, okay, find the total number of chicken in the farm. 0.6687 is actually equal to 66.87%, right? So you can think this way, 66.87% is equal to this, So how about 100% total? So you can use percentage to get the answer, or if you don't want, you can use this one also can. I will show you both. 0.6687. Okay, I'm going to use ratio method to help us to get the answer. So T total, okay, I just let T to be the total number of chicken, and this is 983. So this is 983, which is 0.6687. 0.6687. Total will be 1. So total will be equal to 1 over 0.6687 times 983. Okay, you will get, I just round off it to the nearest integers, 1470. So the total number of chicken, is equal to 1470. Okay, so let's say if you want to use percentage, it's still the same, you will get exactly the same answer. Percentage, then it will be 66.87%, and here will be 100%. You try to press your calculator. 100 divided by 100 divided by 66.87, and then times 983. You will still get the same answer, which is 1470. Okay, so let's try one more question. The masses of a group of students are normally distributed with a mean. Okay, this time the mean is not given to us. I don't know the mean. The mean is mean is mu kilogram, and the standard deviation is this sigma kilogram. It is known that 10.56% of the students have masses more than 50 kilogram. More than 50 kilogram. So this is 10.56%. It means that 0.1056. Okay, let me continue reading this, reading the question, and we need to, okay, 15.87% have the masses less than 32 kilogram. So this is 15.87%, which means that 0.1587. Okay. 10.56% is equal to 10.56 over 100, so which is equal to 0.1056. Now, here we are going to form two equations so that we can get the value of mean and the value of mu and the standard deviation, the value of sigma. So you can just assume that this is x and this is y. We want to find the value of x and y. So first we have to form two equations first. This is x value. I'm going to convert it to z value. 50 minus mu divided by the sigma. This is mean, this is standard deviation. Okay, we want to get the value for inside. Start from inside, 0.1056. Search for 0.1056, 1056. Okay, 1056 is over here. 1.25, 1.25. Okay, so I know that 50 minus mean divided by the standard deviation is equal to 1.25. So 50 minus mean is equal to 1.25 times the standard deviation. Okay, I just stop here first. Now let's try to form another equation. Since that we have two unknown, we need two equations to help us to get the answer. So same thing here. I'm going to change it to the z value first. Okay, this is less than, so I'm going to convert it to greater than. Okay, hope that you still remember it. This is what I told you just now. Observe that this is 0.1587, which is less than 0.5, right? I know this thing is actually over here on the left hand side. Okay, if I want to get the answer from the table, I need to change this to greater than, right? I'm going to refract this part onto right hand side, and here we count mean minus 32 divided by standard deviation. Okay, (0.1587). Okay, start from inside, 0.1587. 0.1587, which is equal to 1.00. So you don't have to write 1.00, you just write 1. By comparison, then we know that this is actually equal to 1, right? Bring it up. Okay, now we have formed the second equation. We know that the standard deviation is equal to this. So what I'm going to do is substitute the second equation into the first equation. 50 minus mean is equal to 1.25 times the standard deviation, which is equal to this. Do some expansion over here. Okay, 1.25, just press your calculator, times 32. 40. Okay, the 40 I bring it over here, 50 plus 40 and 1.25 times mean, bring it to another side, become plus. So this is 90 and this is 1.25 plus 1, it will give you 2.25. So the mean is equal to 90 divided by 2.25, which is equal to 40. Okay, now we got the answer for the mean. And then substitute mean equal to 40 into which equation? Second equation. Standard deviation is equal to 40 minus 32. So standard deviation is equal to 8. Okay, this is our answer for this question. That's all for this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.